Here is an ovary. You may have a difficult time appreciating that because you don't really see too many features in this tissue that are characteristic of normal ovaries, like follicles, like corpus lutea, like stromal cells, uh, no follicles of any type. All you see is sort of a stromal uh, picture here. You can see some big, thick blood vessels, and then you could see in it is a tumor, uh, which appears to be fairly well encapsulated here, but appears to invade into the fibrous tissue here. This is an adenocarcinoma of the ovary. It has a classical appearance of any other adenocarcinoma. In areas, it looks like it's forming little glands. In some areas, it may almost look like it's a little bit papillary. You can see that these nests of cells are invasive into fibrous tissue. And I will also zoom in a little bit to show you all of the classical cytologic features of malignant adenocarcinoma cells as well, in that these cells are dark, big, irregular, lumpy, and last but not least, sort of randomly infiltrative into the fibrous tissue around it. Here are epithelial cells. Here is fibrous tissue. Here is fibrous tissue. Here are epithelial cells. Here's epithelial cells. Here's fibrous tissue. Here's probably a single epithelial cell. You could notice the striking difference right away. Most adenocarcinomas of the ovary, primary to the ovary, are developed from Mullerian epithelium. They are classified as Mullerian-derived tumors, and they are the most common types of tumors of the ovary. They could be benign or malignant. They can secrete mucin or have a serous secretion. They can form cysts. They can form papilla. And they can be classified as either malignant, benign, or borderline. And borderline is a good classification because you can't always predict how something is going to behave by virtue of how it looks. So this borderline classification is very justified. This is an adenocarcinoma of the ovary, a Mullerian derived tumor, epithelial. In this case, there's not much mucin, so it's forming, you can call it serous if you wish. And in addition, it's not called papillary, but I think if you kind of look around a little bit, you would almost imagine that some of these structures do look like they might be forming little papillae, like here, and like here, and like here. But after all is said and done, let's keep it simple. Adenocarcinoma of the ovary.